I think we're maybe back.
I mean, we can't be back if we never really left.
But can we have left if we had no way to come back because we didn't leave?
What?
Yes.
No. Why
That is,
can't we ever have like a normal intro?
that is a very good question, my friend. I've been in that for years now.
You really gotta
Why,
like make a pre-planned intro. This
why
is
be normal when you can be paranormal?
holy shit. Welcome.
Hello, hello.
For everybody who doesn't know, this is our buddy. Introduce
Felipe.
yourself, buddy.
What's up, everybody? My name's Zero. I'm 51 years fun. I like long walks on the beach and
But only on short
anything in
piers.
between. Yeah.
What about your paranormal experience? How
I've
long you been in that game?
I've had quite a few experiences throughout my life. I grew up in a pretty haunted house in the Midwest for a vast majority of my childhood and had a lot of overnight security jobs, just exploring city and less unfortunate areas. Had a few experiences that way. Yeah, I've always been interested in the spooky and whatnot, so felt like a good idea to come hang out with my buddies and talk shop.
It definitely is always fun. It's never a dull moment around these parts.
I mean, that's not necessarily a good thing though.
Although, granted, Mr. Duffy here has been doing shit for a while. He tries to deny it.
What does that mean?
You're afraid to go hunting again.
Okay, hear me out. The last 2 times we went to do like a serious like paranormal investigation, something attached itself to me, so I'm good.
We don't even know if something attached itself to
No,
you.
I'm
'cause
pretty
you
fucking
guys,
sure.
you guys have had look at as soon as you got rid of that damn calendar, it was gone.
No, it stuck around after that. Mom had to go down to the fucking my apartment and do like a fucking cleansing, and then everything was like super chill. Yeah,
Was that
bad.
the warehouse where I went with or something
No,
else?
no. This is before we went. What is it called? An elderly home?
Yeah, it was St. Luke's.
Well,
Yeah,
then
we did.
whatever might have attached to you was probably just trying to like give you hard candies. Like chill.
No, it was not. Because before it, like back in the day, they used it as a fucking tuberculosis ward. And I guess a bunch of people died there. And there's like a whole basement level that was like completely sealed off. Like we couldn't find an entrance, but we could see the basement.
So you had a smoker's cough for a week and you're blaming it on a ghost. Interesting.
Oh, I wish it was a smoker's cough, dude. I got fucked with hardcore. That shit fucking sucked. Like, it got me in my most vulnerable. I was taking a shower and I turn around and looking at like the reflective tile, and then there's like there's an outline of somebody standing behind me, and I'm living alone at this time. I was like, ah, fuck.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude. And
I
then
don't
I'd be
think
laying down in my room, and then I'd hear whispers coming from the closet. I was like, no.
They just wanted to help wash your back and tell you a bedtime story. See, it's a
Yeah.
sweet old grandma.
Yeah, no.
I
I'm good.
don't think ghosts make you sick like that.
Yeah.
I
Maybe.
think you just had a case of the Mondays.
Fuck you. That was the Mondays.
Garfield.
That was indeed the Mondays with no lasagna.
Yeah, dude, I was just fucking terrified the whole time. I didn't want to go back to my apartment, but I had to because I had a geriatric cat there.
Garfield.
Have you ever thought about the fact that maybe that apartment was haunted when you moved in?
No, because nothing happened until like a couple. I don't think it was like the same day we came back from the first investigation at St. Luke's. That's when I was using the bathroom, and I was like, we got back like at 2 a.m. or something. We dropped me off, and I was using the bathroom. I was just sitting there, and then I see the door handle. It was like one of those that wasn't a round one. It was one of those long ones, like a fucking school, and it's like slowly going down. I was like, ah, shit, I'm about to get murdered on the toilet. And I was like, yeah. After that, that's when it started, and then it kind of stopped when I gave away that Aztec calendar that we thought it was. And then we decided to go back a second time, and that's when all the other shit attached itself. And then mom had to go. She's like, I told her all about it. Like, I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna do a cleansing in your house. Like, all right. And then after that, nothing happened. I think after she left, there's like the little cross on my door, and like I don't even know what it was like. It looked like water, but it never dried. It was weird.
So why did you think it was a calendar?
Some shit had happened, but I don't quite remember. I think I had put it outside, and then I had to come back from work and it was gone. I was like, oh, somebody took it. And when I came back inside, it was on my counter, and I lived alone at this time. So I was like, I don't know if somebody's fucking with me. The maintenance people might think this is hilarious. But and then it would just like it sound like it'd fall off the wall, and then I'd go check, and it'd be just perfectly fine. So I was like, oh, it's for sure the Aztec calendar, and I gave it away. And the person I gave it away to, I was like, hey, is everything fine? Nothing happening? He's like, no, dude, everything's chill.
No,
I was like,
it was just the old lady spirit trying to remind you not to forget your mother's birthday and be a good boy.
bro, don't even go with old lady spirits. We had during the investigation in one of the rooms, an old lady had snuck a gun in and she offed herself in her room. And we were doing an investigation in that room. And I was like, you know what? Let me take a picture in the mirror because that sounds like a great idea with the lights off. And I took a picture, and behind me, it looks like there's somebody's dress walking past. And Zero and our other guy we were doing the investigation with, they were like in the separate room that's attached to that. So I was in the room by myself. And the way the dress was coming, it's like I was right next to the door. So nobody was coming in or out. I was like, that's pretty terrifying.
Where are we going?
Never. I refuse to go back there. And I think the first time the third that came with us, something fucking bit him or scratched him while we were recording, and I got that video.
That was Daddy Fat Sex that got scratched.
Yeah, he got like scratched or something, and he's like, he jumped up, he's like, oh fuck. He's like, something got me, and then he lifts up the back of his shirt, and it looks like a giant fucking like red welt, and it looked like something burned him, and it felt like hot to the touch. So we were all like running down the stairs, and then like behind, I was the last person behind me.
No,
It's like somebody was
that's
running.
when he got touched, was going down the stairs.
No. I have the video, dude. We were all sitting in the hallway, remember? The hallway leading to like the offices and then the bathroom. And they said there's like some kind of like evil spirit up there that like torments people. We're like, whatever. And we're sitting there, and I think we're just chilling. And then he's like, oh, fuck. And he stands up, and it's like, he's like, check my back. And it's all fucking red and welted. And we're like, fuck. He's like, fuck this. And we start running down the stairs. I think I have the video somewhere too. I got to find it. And it's Daddy Fat Sax is first, and then it's narrator, and then it's me. And behind me, I hear like somebody running down the stairs behind me. I was like, nope.
I know this was probably a terrifying moment for you, but I'm just picturing a Scooby-Doo chase.
That's kind of what it was, but more terrifying. We had to like sit in like the little open fucking rec area, and then we got some cold apple juice, and everything was a-okay. Yeah, but that was like one of the worst ones. That's why like after that, I kind of limited what like the amount of ghost hunting we were doing. And then I think like the last one we did was when we went to the warehouse. I have that picture still where you're sitting near like a pallet or something, and it looks like, no, you're standing next to me, and then in between us, it looks like there's somebody sitting on a pallet. I'll find this picture and I'll send it too. But for some reason, me and taking pictures in fucking mirrors at fucking haunted locations ain't working out that well.
Well, I mean, mirrors are like straight up bad juju.
Yeah. I also haven't been the fucking nicest people to other people, so it might be a curse or two attached.
I find that super hard to believe.
I don't know, man. There be some crazy witchy girls out there.
Truth.
You owe me $6.75 for Wingstop. I ain't paying you shit.
Well, you left your hairbrush in my apartment, so we'll
Shower
see about
ghost.
that.
Got you there.
Tell us about some of your experiences.
Oh man, so I guess we'll go back. So I have a lot of my stuff, especially in my childhood, revolved around sleep. I would always have issues with being fucked with while I would sleep. One of the major ones that kind of followed me for like a good decade or so was a reoccurring dream I would have. And essentially, I would be having a regular dream no matter where I was. Like the back door to my house would just appear as like, if I was in a house, it'd be like a natural doorway, but it would be like my back door. And I would go into the back door every time. And as soon as I would open it, there would be this little girl with like a really, really not pale, but like she was very, very light skinned, Caucasian with bright blue eyes and long brown hair. And she would grab my hand. And at that point, we're going down to the basement stairs at my old house. And she would lead me across the basement, which had a cement floor, into the laundry room. And she would point at this little spot in the basement in the laundry room where the cement was a little different than the rest of the floor. And it would happen like literally maybe once or twice a month for as long as I could remember, for like a complete like decade, probably longer. And I never put two and two together until I was like 15 or 16. And I finally decided while I was down there doing laundry one day, because it had just happened, the dream. And I decided to look, and sure enough, the fucking cement was different there. I don't know why my little, childhood brain like didn't, oh man, this is probably something. It was just something I was used to. And, adult me looks at that and it's like, well, fuck. Like there was probably somebody buried there. Yeah, it fucks with me, thinking about it even now as an adult. But a lot of the times, like I had fish a lot growing up. I would always wake up and like I would find stuff from my room in the fish tank. Just random stuff like the batteries to my remote, or like a Hot Wheel car or something stupid that shouldn't be in with the fish, or so many jars of fish food would just be completely dumped in the tank. And I would burn through several fish that way, and it was very upsetting. But a lot of times I would be like slapped, like awake, like, and I would feel my cheek, and it would be warm to the touch and like stingy. And I would be like alone in my room and like obviously like awoken at that moment. And nobody's like slamming a door to run away or anything like it was a prank, but just lots of little stuff like that.
It was the ghost of your neglected hamster. Like, you replace me with fucking fish, will you?
I wish. Nah, my hamsters. I had one that died tragically, but the rest were cool.
Yeah, I had hamsters too, and my sister's carrying a box full of hamsters, and she dropped them, and they got away, and then they just bred like crazy.
They're in the fucking walls, man.
Dude, we had a hamster problem. But yeah, dude, for sure. I think somebody was buried in your basement for sure.
That's what it sounds like.
You lived in the John Wayne Gacy house.
I mean, maybe. It was the Midwest.
I could tell there's fucking some psycho probably buried some. You didn't ever think like, hey, let me call the cops maybe to see if they can like investigate this one off patch of cement.
No, I mean that, and I look at that now as an adult and I'm like, fuck. Probably should have done something, but it just wasn't
Yeah, probably for sure.
kids' headspace.
Oh my god, that's terrifying. Like, maybe somebody just cracked the cement there. Like,
Maybe.
cracked the cement?
No, it was more like a mound almost.
Yeah, that sounds like there's a body buried there, my guy.
Like the cement was slightly raised there, like, and interestingly enough, the whole floor was painted like a deep burgundy red.
That's not fucking terrifying at all.
Yeah, I guess.
Was it painted or was it that? Because there's a sealant type thing.
It might have been that, honestly. I mean, there were spots that were like chipped.
The more you tell me, the more I'm like positive somebody was buried there in some kind of satanic ritual or something.
I mean, like, I've always been really super duper empathetic and like pick up on energy really, really well. Not even just like in a paranormal way, but like,
yeah,
just people in general.
Yeah, that's super special, and I appreciate. That's super special that you said that, and I really appreciate the crystal you slipped into my pocket when you said that.
Hey, listen, man. That'll protect you. No.
You fly with those wings, baby bird?
Wait. How is crystal meth gonna protect him?
I mean, would you
they can't hurt me.
On meth?
They can't hurt me if I can't feel it. Or they can't catch me. Call speed for a reason.
I don't think that's how that works, but I mean, hey,
you gotta manifest it.
Yeah, manifest it. No, but like where I was going with that, like I pick up on vibes really easily, especially with people and just like areas. So like whenever I would have this stuff, it would never feel like malicious, just like, I don't know, playful, I guess. It would never be like I would wake up and feel like, oh fuck, I'm in danger. It would be more like, something's fucking with me.
You got slapped. It was a fucking jealous ghost girlfriend. Like, how dare you sing other ghost?
Motherfucker.
How could you? So you said you were like real empathetic. How did you feel down when we were doing the warehouse stuff?
I mean, there were spots that felt oppressive, but then a lot of it was just like calm, chill. But
there were like Like, honestly, dude, I got a little worried for you. I don't know. Can't remember if it was the first time or the second time we went. When we were in their receiving area, and you're like, yeah, you can use me as like an energy battery. And then you look like you were about to fucking pass out. I was like, maybe don't. Welcome the ghost to fucking siphon your energy.
I laid out very clear expectations and boundaries.
You did not. You literally just said, yeah, suck me, ghost.
I mean, that did come out of my mouth, but that was for a different conversation.
That's a different purpose.
Yeah.
I was always a big admirer of that movie Ghost. I wanted my own little Patrick Swayze.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. I want to learn how to make ghost pottery.
You'll find that eventually.
Yeah. I don't know. It would be interesting to take him to St. Luke's because you can feel something as soon as you get in there.
I'm so down.
Especially in the chapel, but we don't have that connection anymore.
Yeah, we're going to have to break in. You ever play Ninja Paranormal?
I'm not the most dexterous of folk, so
Roll for stealth.
I failed that one. And done.
Yeah,
but
you are.
yeah, dude, but that place fucking, it sucked.
I totally want
I hated having to do it because the first time we did the investigation was Halloween night, which I don't know who thought that'd be a good idea. Narrator.
I mean, everybody.
No, that was a terrible idea. And then the second
Was it
time,
though?
I got a sheet of chocolate cake. That was pretty cool.
Was it the grandma that made it for you?
No, it was the person I worked at. They're like, hey, we have this chocolate cake left over. You want it? I was like, fuck yeah, dude. I'm gonna get fucking attacked by a ghost again. Might as well have a fucking sheet of chocolate cake afterwards.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, but that place felt fucking weird though. I didn't like it. And then what else? What was that fucking app thing that we did?
That was Randonautica.
I hated that too.
What is
Yeah,
that?
that was it's an app where you basically put in an intention of what you're trying to find and it makes that possible, basically.
So,
Like, which is the one we put in? The first one? Something disturbing or something like that?
Yeah, I believe so.
So the first one we put was something disturbing and it took us to like these housing places, and you know how they have like little walk-off paths that kind of go by like the wash or like the river?
okay, yeah.
It took us there, and then we found a cabinet that was like halfway down the wash and we couldn't reach it, but we were like tiptoeing on like the metal bars to see if we could see anything inside the cabinet, and there's like a little kid backpack in there and then like a bag. I was like,
I miss.
I was like, yeah, nah. And we did another one with the fucking same intent or whatever. And it took us into like this alleyway behind like some sketchy looking houses. And they're like, you go. I was like, why the fuck do I gotta go? Because we can't take the car in there because if there's nails, we need to be able to like drive away or whatever. I was like, whatever. So I walked in, like, it was maybe like 20 feet in.
Yeah, it wasn't very far.
And then I found like little kids' clothing items, like a pipe, and then like a fucking like a metal kind of cup with like some dark liquid in there. I was like, nah, I'm done. I was like,
All I'm hearing is that the app creators are like part of a child trafficking ring and they're just leaving
That's-
breadcrumbs.
yeah.
I don't know.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, this is all like really against children's stuff, and I don't like this, and I'm leaving.
Yeah, that's doesn't sound like a very fun find.
Yeah, and then the last one was trying to take us out in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not doing that. That's how they fucking kidnap us. Like, these fucking idiots are still on here doing, like, if they do 3, then we can kidnap them.
Yeah, fun fact, nobody's made it past search 3.
Yeah, it took us by, like, the mountains, and it's like, just fucking walk, like, 600 feet into the desert. Like, at this part, I was like, oh, fuck yourself.
Yeah, well, that and the trail we were going to have to hike was about to be closed.
Yeah. For me, it was mainly the abduction thing, which is hilarious because I feel like we're a little too old to be kidnapped.
Oh, yeah, very much so.
We can be adult nap.
I mean, yeah, I don't think even that would have worked. They could have tried, but they wouldn't have got very far with us because we don't take no shit from nobody.
Plot
Take
twist.
no-
It wasn't child predators, it was an app hosted by skinwalkers. That's why that was the final destination.
I don't like that.
Maybe. But we've heard, a little tiny doughy. So now I want you to pull out the big guns. I want to hear your most terrifying story.
Yeah, whip it out.
And there ain't no putting it back either.
This is a little bit of a long one and more of like a series of events. There wasn't
All right,
anything that
Lemony
was like...
Snicket.
I was about to say, was it a series of unfortunate events? Were these events by chance unfortunate?
a little bit. There's no like real like big wow moment, but it was definitely something that fucked with me in my early teens. I was hanging out with a weird crowd, and I would go hang out with them after ditching school with them all day. And they lived in this really, really old house. Like, I'm talking like 1800s, like late 1800s, but old
Wait,
Victorian.
were you fucking ditching school to hang out with the fucking Adams family?
I mean, that's not a far off fucking example. It's definitely the weird goth kids, but that's my
Yeah.
flavor.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I could see that. You guys were just listening to fucking like early 2000s synth metalcore.
I mean, there was a lot of Marilyn Manson and Tool,
I could see that. Yeah, you look like you
It,
listen to Marilyn Manson.
it was
Well,
just a bunch of Leonard Skinner, let's be honest.
hey, brother.
It was Shakira and a bunch of eyeliner.
Yeah, so one night it was a regular thing. Like it was just we would go hang out and be degenerates and whatever. One night I go over.
Did you call yourself the Ellen Degenerates?
I mean now, but back
Honestly,
then,
dude,
no.
that is a great name for a fucking somebody who's in roller derby.
Ellen DeGenerate.
Ellen
And also,
DeGenerate.
I could totally see like a fucking post-hardcore band.
That's the name of a fucking Fall Out Boy song. All right, continue.
One night I go over, we're drinking a little bit. One of my friends gets stuck in the bathroom. It was a little bit of like it was run down. The door itself did not have a knob in it. Like it was big trap house basically. Like it was bad. So there was no way for it to be locked or like caught. You would have to like hold your foot up against it to keep it closed all the way, just kind of hanging. She couldn't get it open, like somebody was holding it. The girls that live there, they're laughing maniacally because they're weird, whatever. Anyway, eventually, after like 30 minutes, we're able to get her out, and we're all chilled out now. We're sitting in one of the front rooms, and they have like a big old, like early 2000s, like stereo system, with the tall cabinet, the big ass speakers, and we're just blaring music, laughing, having a good time. And all of a sudden, the music gets really quiet. And we're all like, well, that's fucking weird, because like it had physical knobs on it. The girls that live there again all look at each other and just kind of chuckle, turn it back up, get up, walk over to the stereo, turn it back up. After like 5 minutes, it happens again. And this time we all look over and you can see the little arrow on the stereo physically turning down. And they laugh it off again, turn it back up again. We all just kind of look at each other and like, okay. And that keeps happening throughout the night. And finally, like we're getting ready to leave, and we bring it up. The friend that I walked there with, and she's like, what is going on with that? And they're like, oh, it's something that's been happening a lot lately. We don't know why, but it just kind of happens. It's whatever. Totally
It's
play it
just
off.
a stereo thing.
Like edgy little goth teens do, whatever. We played with a Ouija board, but no big deal. So that night, I dropped my friend off, and I'm walking home alone, and I just start feeling really bad, like nauseous. I wasn't drinking anything, but I just felt like weak, lethargic, and like something was like behind me the whole walk home. And it's like 2 a.m. So there's nobody out on the streets. And I kept noticing like when I would walk under a street lamp, something would dart through my shadow just real quick. Just eventually I make it home and I like crash out in my bed. I had a little boombox and I would listen to this like Incubus CD every night, just kind of vibe out until I fell asleep. And like almost asleep. And of course, the stereo gets really loud. And sure enough, I look over and the knob is fucking turning. That would happen to me a lot. Like every other night or so, something would happen with the stereo until I just gave up on it. And then I would leave the TV playing and the TV would turn on and off by itself. Only when I was like getting ready to go to sleep. Fast forward like 2 or 3 years, I'm going to see some 4th of July fireworks with one of my friends, and we go meet up at their uncle's house that lives by the bridge where everybody would go watch the fireworks. And my friends walk ahead, and I'm walking with the uncle, just talking, chatting, chit-chatting. And he's like, listen, man, I got to talk to you about something. And I'm like, okay, this is the first time I ever met this guy, but he's nice, so whatever. we're talking, and he goes, "Hey, so I'm gonna tell you
You
something
want a
really weird."
popsicle?
I mean, I was getting that vibe.
I got $20 with your name on it.
I was getting that vibe, dude. I gotta tell you something kind of weird, and I don't want you to freak out. And I was like, okay, what's up? What do you got? And he's like, well, I have a friend with me that's been with me since I was in a car crash. His name's Michael. He saved me. I was almost dead. They thought I was dead, but Michael saved me. At this point, I'm like, okay, buddy, we haven't even been drinking yet. What are you doing? I'm a skeptic, but I'm also like a golden retriever. So I'm listening intently and humoring him. And he's like, well, Michael told me that you have somebody following you too, and he wants to help you get rid of him. And I was like, what do you mean? It's like, yeah, Michael says you have a dark person with you. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, but go on. He's like, well, Michael said that he can get rid of the dark person, but only if you let him. And I said, sure, help me out, Michael. I was sarcastic, but also like not obviously a dick about it, but
No, it kind of sounds like you were being a dick about it.
no, but,
Yeah,
but
straight
you
up.
know, I don't know. I don't feel like I was being a dick about it. Anyway,
Oh,
Imagine he's like,
reflect on it,
he's
you.
like, Michael wants to help you get rid of him for $75.95 a month.
call me now. He
Was
said,
that a
well,
Miss Cleo?
yeah. He's like, well, Michael said that he'll work on it and it'll be done. Like a week later, I started to notice like I felt better because I was going through a lot of depression then. I felt lighter. I stopped having like nightmares and stuff. But what's really weird is like I stopped having occurrences for a long time after that with anything involving my sleep. But I also kind of stopped dreaming, or if I do dream, I don't remember them unless they're like particularly horrible or whatever. But it's not something that happens like almost ever.
We're in the same boat, man. I never dream, or if I do,
Same.
there's no recollection of anything at all.
Same, dude. I only really remember the bad dreams.
I used to dream constantly. Like a week after that happened, nothing. Like it just went away. So I don't know. Maybe there was something to Michael. Maybe there was something on me from that night, but yeah, fun stuff.
Well, that's why you don't play with a Ouija board, man.
I wasn't there for that.
Why do you think during the cabin trip, when they wanted to play, Duffy and I did not partake?
Yeah, dude. Narrator almost fucking died. Did he tell you that story?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bad one, dude. I got fucking scared. It's like, we're gonna play with the Ouija board. I was like, the fuck, we're not. We're gonna play with tarot cards. Like, go fuck yourself. I'm not playing with none of it. I grew up like my mom raised me Catholic. I was like, that's the devil speaking.
La bruja, la bruja.
And then as soon as they fucking busted out with the tarot cards or whatever, the lights started acting all fucking weird and like flickering. That was weird. All the lights were flickering. And then I think I was sitting outside and I started hearing like whistling from around us.
Oh, no,
And-
not the whistling.
Yeah, and we're like in the forest, kind of like
No,
they're
no.
like-
Okay, hold on though, before you go any further, real quick. So I think the reason they heard whistling is because I had actually never heard that saying before. So when we were told it, I, as a smartass, whistled in the forest.
Well, no.
yeah, and look what happened. You almost died. There might be a correlation there, bud.
No, that was going to happen anyways, according to my doctor.
Doctor's full of shit. I think your doctor's a skinwalker.
No, they're saying because I went, like, at that point, it had been like 6-7 hours without eating. And that was what caused that.
Agree to disagree.
But I mean, the lights and shit definitely cannot be explained by normal means because they were on
perfect.
without issue.
Yeah, they were perfectly fine the whole time we were there up until that point.
Yeah, not flickering, nothing.
Yep.
I don't know that I feel like tarot cards are inherently bad.
Yeah, but I grew up Catholic. All that shit's fucking bad to me.
But Ouija board's a different animal.
Yeah, did I ever tell you a story about my cousin? I know I've said it multiple times on here.
I know you have cousins.
So she wasn't even really my cousin. That was like my stepdad's niece growing up. And he had gone to visit her and she was like, I'm going to take you guys to like the little village I grew up in so you can meet my family or whatever. And the week we got there, everybody's real fucking somber or whatever because I guess his niece had played with the Ouija board. And then like, it was like a week before we had got there. And like, I think like 2 days before we had arrived, she hung herself in like a little chapel that they had there.
Ah, fuck.
I was like, oh no.
So
This-
that's the next field trip? Yeah.
I was like, I'm so sorry for your loss, but can I have $1 for some ice cream?
Oh no!
I'm sorry for your trying times, but can I get an ice cream? I'll bring you one too, dude.
I want the one with the little bubble gum in the bottom.
Yeah. These are even the ice creams. These are Mexican ice creams. Those just like agua frescas, and they put them into like a little Ziploc bag and freeze them, and then you just have to bite the bottom out.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was those. Yeah, but I felt really fucking bad because I was like, wow, this girl just straight up ruined our whole family vacation, but whatever.
Fucking rude.
Rude. You couldn't have done this
How?
after we left.
How dare she?
Yeah, no, dude. But that was like, in all seriousness, that was pretty fucked up.
Yeah, extremely.
And that's why I stay away from the Ouija board. I always feel like you gotta be real fucking dumb to play with that.
Yeah, I always preferred the Mario board as opposed to the Luigi one.
Shut your mouth.
But yeah, no, the Ouija board is something that's extremely evil.
My bad. He said the fucking Ouija board, and now I just have the Waluigi board. I'm like, it's just it only summons angels.
Fair.
Is it angels or just a guy named Angel?
Chris Angel, man, freak,
It's actually Angel.
Angel.
Chris Angel?
Yeah, I could see that. That's probably something I went to fucking middle school with.
Is Christopher Angel?
Cristiano Angel. I could see that. He's probably one of those kids that had a bunch of silver teeth growing up.
I was thinking silver teeth and like a rosary, ironically.
Probably. He's the only kid in the fucking 4th grade with the mustache. Yeah. That's crazy though. See what happens when you want to hang out with goth girls? You get fucking possessed.
Listen, brother.
Listen, brother.
Sometimes, like Icarus, you just gotta fly too close to the sun.
You gotta risk it for the biscuit.
I mean, I guess.
You don't get it, you can't have bread. You're like, you don't have to be a dick about it.
No, I can't have bread.
Yeah, but that's fucking trippy, dude. You got fucking something attached itself to you by fucking association. You got secondhand possessed.
We're like, yeah, this guy looks cool. Let's hang out with him.
Oh shit, you got an incubus? Let me turn it up, brother.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit, drives on this bad boy?
It was too. There was that CD.
I don't even know that song. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
It's an Incubus song. That's fucking hilarious. You just had one chill ass ghost. Michael wants to get that ghost away. Did Michael commit ghost murder?
I don't know. I don't know what it was, but
He's gonna be swimming with the ghost fishes.
The Gishes?
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Just a random uncle going up like, hey, I got this spirit with me, right?
I got these ghosts, man.
I got ghosts in my bones.
I got bees in my teeth.
Oh, is
Ghosts in
that
my
like the
bones.
dude that grabbed the devil by his dick?
Yeah, that guy was weird. It might be the same guy. You know what? I don't remember what the guy's name was, but it might be the same guy.
Grab
Yeah,
his
that-
dick and twist it.
Yeah, that was
That was
something.
legitimately what it is. He's like, and I had a dream where the devil was trying to tempt me, and I punched that devil. After that, we did an interview with this fucking guy. It was like just a random hosting thing. We did a live episode of Tales, and this guy.
It's actually the same hosting platform that we use for other stuff.
Dude, that's fucking crazy. And they give us an option to do like a live episode. I was like, fuck it, let's do a live episode. And I don't think we did the thing where you can lock people out and then they have to like request to get in. I think he just hopped in and he was just like chilling the whole episode with us. And he's like, yeah, I had this thing with a ghost. I had a dream where the devil was tempting me. So then I grabbed the devil and I punched him. And I said, not today, devil, not in the name of Jesus Christ. So we muted it. And then I was cracking up because we were sitting in the same room while we were recording this. And I was like, and then I grabbed the devil by the dick and I twisted and I said, not today, you evil son of a bitch.
I love it.
Yeah, that guy was crazy. I think the episode's still on here somewhere.
Jesus Christ.
Just
I'll have to see if I can
doing
find
the
it.
old dick twist.
Yeah, he loves it.
Yeah, that guy was fucking. His name was Lee. That was his fucking name.
Harvey Oswald?
No,
The grassy
maybe. He punched that devil in the grassy knoll.
knoll. That was it. JFK had the devil in his brain. He had to help us out. He's a real American hero.
Stop. All right, I feel like we're done here.
Well, now we just got to have this man find us a place to investigate. Mr. Guest, I'm talking to you.
Look within yourself. That's where the truth lies.
No.
I put my foot down. I will not do chapels or haunted churches.
I don't.
I'm willing to do any other one, but I will not do chapels or haunted churches.
I don't. I mean, I'm not the most religious man. I don't understand how churches or chapels, things of that nature, could actually be haunted. Is this supposed to be like consecrated ground that they build on?
It can be desecrated as well.
Yeah, you didn't think about that, did you, Mr. Smarty Pants?
No, because I don't actually grasp what that would mean or entail. It's not like there's a roving gang of Satanists that go around abandoned churches all across the country and just, purposely desanctify something.
I don't know, man. There's some pretty
Yeah.
fucked up people out there.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I
But
actually
no.
don't. I'm not 100% sure. We might have to do some research on that. But there was a church that narrator went to go fucking investigate. And supposedly a demon chased people around there.
Yeah, one of the priests was saying they got chased by like a demon. And I actually went there with my cousin. We had went there to investigate it, and some of the recording shit was very weird. We were hearing bangs and shit from right in front of us when we didn't hear them out of the recording, and just weird shit like that. Also like whispers.
Let's go.
And
Nope,
that's just
I
from
clearly stated my rules.
No, that's from just the outside. We weren't allowed to go in. We did this at night. So this was just from outside their wall and their fence.
You broke into the church grounds?
No, you can't. The wall is around the grounds. The only thing we had access to was a public parking lot.
There was just a homeless guy under one of the cars.
It's the one there on, where the old La Caves used to be? It's off like 12th and 22nd or some shit, 6th. That church that's over there on the corner.
I mean, I could definitely see that being the place something like that would be. It's a lot of old buildings over there.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. Like I said, I'll do another investigation, but I refuse to go to any churches or chapels again.
Fair enough.
Is it though?
I think it is.
Yeah, it's understandable.
We'll have a little brain session and figure out what we can come up with. I definitely want to get out there and do something.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Only if we get the Ghostbusters jumpsuits.
Just poke the proverbial bear.
I ain't afraid no more fucking ghost.
And
Like,
so
aren't you though?
You are.
I was like, aren't you though? I was like, no, I'm terrified. Please don't attach yourselves to me.
Ghosts don't sponsor us.
Please don't. Only if it's like that cool band sponsor us.
Speaking of Scooby-Doo music.
You ain't wrong. That's literally what it sounds like. All right, well, guys, I think that's pretty much all the time we have for today's episode. This has been super fun. Thank you for telling us about secondhand possessions and that basement that definitely had a dead body in it.
Yep.
Just turned a blind eye to. How could you?
Life.
All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much it for us today. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you next time in Helheim.
It was fun. Thanks, guys.